Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Priyanka and in today's video I'm gonna be answering some of the question and answers. So in this video I'll be taking all of the questions that were asked and gonna be answering about them. If you're new here and are watching the video for the first time, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any of the space facts. And also make sure to check out my Instagram page. The link is in the description. Without any further ado, let's get started. So there were a lot of questions that were asked. I have made a list of some of the questions here in my notebook. So let's begin with the first question. The first question is, do you think universe has an edge or does it go on forever? So according to me, universe doesn't have an edge sort of. Maybe we know the observable part of the universe. We can see up to 46.5 billion light years because light has only like 13.8 billion years to reach to us. But by the time we see that, I think the universe might have expanded itself. The universe is constantly expanding and at an accelerating speed. So we can say that the universe is an infinite space. Second question is about alien files released by USA. I think the files that are released by USA, first I thought about believing on it, but then I researched a bit and so came across some videos that said like these are just made to raise the curiosity among humans, especially the files that are released by USA were during, I believe, World War II, if I'm not wrong. So at that time a lot of aerial vehicles were being used which looked kind of spaceships, and they were traveling around the US and around the world where the war was going on. So people cited these occurrences and they went and reported out to their nearby police stations, and then it just became a common thing like these are the alien spaceships. They were naturally misunderstood like UFO sightings. But if you ask me, like, do you think aliens are present out there in the universe? I think yes, because the universe is so big and infinite that the aliens can be formed by the combination of any molecules. Like by Earth, we need water for survival, water and the right amount of oxygen that made life happen on Earth. Similarly, on some other planet in the universe, the life can be formed using some other gases or elements that are found only specific to that planet. About the UFO sightings or the alien sightings, I don't believe it completely. But yeah, if you have any other answer about it, please let me know in the comments. Next question is, sometimes why do we forget that we are a part of universe and mention it as a separate figure? I feel like maybe because we get busy in our everyday life and we just don't realize that. But sometimes when you're just sitting with your thoughts, like maybe when you're sad or upset about something and you just sit with your thoughts and think in a broader picture and perspective, you feel like you're just a small part of this universe, and your worries and tensions or anything for that matter are not that of a bigger concern if you compare it with the size of the universe. And that time you realize that you are a part of universe, so all of the bad things that happen around you doesn't really matter and you can just get over it. So I feel like just because we get busy in our schedules, maybe we are distracted and we forget that we are a part of the universe. Okay, on to the next question. We have, how do you pick which space theory or content to cover, and can you tell the steps? So basically I figure out my content based on the suggestions that my followers give. Mostly they are given in the form of comments or DM me telling me to cover certain topic. Those are the things where I get some of the ideas and topics to cover. Other than that, I am generally curious about knowing some of the topics which I make videos on, so it helps me also understand that particular topic, and also I get to guide you or let you know about the particular thing that I want to speak. The next one is, can you tell about your secret on how you explain the complicated theory in a story? I will take this question as a compliment because there were times when I started doing videos. That time I used to go into a lot of technical depth, and I got a feedback from a lot of friends saying that it is a lot of technical things, so we don't understand, like a beginner who is trying to understand about space cannot understand the topics. Maybe the people who are really into space already, they might understand it, but the newer generation people who are trying to understand space and universe, it became difficult for them. So then I improved on the things. I started to find topics also which are really easy, simple for a beginner friendly astronomy lover to understand. So that is how I started making the changes in my content and making it in a storyline format. Next question is that how do you keep yourself excited about space? So it's not about keeping myself excited, it's the other way around. Space keeps me motivated. That is how I get motivation in doing anything. Like, I feel like there is a bigger goal to achieve, which makes me motivated. It keeps me inspired to do a certain thing. One of the things that I do often, if I'm feeling low or want to get some inspiration to keep going, is I just go out of my room and watch the moon. And watching the moon gives me such a joy, and it just lights up the whole sky. It is the only one in the sky in the whole darkness, but it is such a point of attraction to everyone who, like, we have been watching the moon right from our childhood times, right, when from the time we got our consciousness and we got to know that this is moon, or maybe we, if we didn't know that it is a moon, right from that time we are watching the moon, and it just gives such a joy. And watching the moon never gets boring, and especially if it's a full moon day, it brings me such a joy. Hence I take a lot of pictures of the moon and keep posting it all the time on my Instagram stories as well. Okay, the next question is, what is the one theory that you think is hard to explain to others? I feel there is no such hard theory to explain it to someone, because if someone is interested and curious in knowing about particular topic, they won't hesitate in learning about it. I feel like the topic can be made easy by giving like real life examples, or small experiments can be conducted, or jumping directly into the mathematical and physics equations about that particular topic. But if I had to choose to explain to others as well as me, and I feel like I need to research and learn more about it, is dark energy and dark matter, because there is so much to know about it, and it covers one of the major chunk of the universe. So that is the thing that I myself also want to learn about. Okay, now let's get to the next question. Is astronomy more about maths and physics for you, or is it more about the beauty of sky and etc.? So actually for me it started with the beauty of the sky and the moon. So and after that came in the physics and maths part of it. See, anything associated with the cosmos is generally what makes me curious and makes me want to learn about it. And also maths is called as the language of the universe, so nothing can be done without maths or physics. Hence for me it started with the beauty of the universe, and then again, if you get involved in it and if you want to learn in depth about certain thing, you have to get involved with maths and physics part of it. And if you are genuinely curious about understanding that topic, like how it was formed and what does that equation literally mean and how it can be actually applied in that topic, then I feel like understanding the math or physics behind it becomes very easy. Okay, now let's take the last question for this video. Hi, I have completed masters and I really want to work in the space field, please help. So these are the questions that I get often, like about the career or to work in the space related field. And there is no such rule like you have to complete your degree or bachelor's in a certain field like aerospace, aeronautics, or any rocket science related courses. You can get into space field by various domains like engineering, medicine, and any other STEM field. And if you are not looking only for the technical part of it, you can even get into it from the management roles. Space field is like really diverse, but if you have done a master degree, it's really a great accomplishment and you can get various opportunities in India as well as abroad. I feel like you just have to approach and start applying for the jobs that you want to. Maybe by that time you can just enroll and complete some of the courses. But if you mention me which particular sector of space field you want to work in, I might help you more than just giving some general advice. If you have any other questions on how you want to get in and work into the space field, please mention it down in the comments and I'll make sure to answer it in the next video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any other queries, put it down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, stay curious and keep exploring.